Okay everybody, welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero and carrying on into Act 3, and obviously we played the other two a little while back, but this game is such a really interesting narrative and I love the hell out of this game. It's just fantastic. I love narrative games anyway. I love kind of slow paced things. I love my Mist and Riven and all that kind of stuff, so we're going to roll on through. Let's begin, I guess. There may be long periods where I don't talk in this as well, because it's that kind of thing. You remember last time, the second act became surreal, but fascinating too, when we found the collective of people in that warehouse, and then on into the forest, the giant eagle. It was unbelievable. 83 and sunny now. Looks like it's going to get up to about later afternoon in Louisville. 101, 103 in E-Town, not a cloud in sight. Look at those parasols. Major accident just ahead of the Bardstown exit. So if you're headed to work on 31, you're late, my friend. Lisette. Sugar? As it is, just a little. Oh, I see. I gotta remember how to play this game. Just a little. I forgot how you take your coffee. I'm tired. Those old horses of Ira's used to keep me up. You thought they were having bad dreams? I remember Ira wouldn't hear it. They're just horses. But those horses were troubled. Althea chewed up the wood in the stalls. That's right. Charlie loved those horses. He'd sit on the roof and read his textbooks and watch them. He was so careful here. Or our roof was just in better shape than the one he fell from. Charlie was alone on that roof. I guess he was. He was so bright. His teacher said, what was the word? Apt. That's it, how could I forget? He didn't listen. He listened, but he didn't hear what you wanted him to. Charlie always had thoughts somewhere else, and he was fitting your words together with whatever else he was focused on, like, what are you? Like a word salad? That's the word. Well, we have a mail order delivery today. It might be a long drive. I hope the truck can hold up. What makes you think so? Oh, they said he couldn't come in person. Maybe just a shut-in. I don't recognize the address. The order is all... I'm sure we can fill it. Guess that'll be the last. Guess it will be. The last act of Lisette's Antiques. The old... death rattle. Maybe. No, that's not the word. I just need to think a bit. More coffee or something. Or I've had too much. It's getting harder. Yes, it is. What are those boxes you set in the hallway? Those are your clothes. You packed them yesterday. Of course. Cora should be here soon. Will you wait for me? I should get that delivery out. I know, it's just, what if I don't recognize her? You know your own sister. I hope so. These days, it's going faster than I thought. Sure, Liz. I'll wait for you. There's your traffic, weather on the fives. That's every 10 minutes. Brought to you by the Consolidated Power Company. Stick around for Old Kentucky Home with Kate, helping you turn your humble home into a mansion after this. I wish I had a US accent for this, you know, right? I could try and do one, but it would probably be appalling. Wow, this is getting spooky straight away. This is obviously time passing by, waiting. She fades out. Whoa, oh man, this is getting tripping already. This is getting quite bizarre straight away. Dr. Truman's back. But that's only if you make a late payment on a follow-up visit. I think everything went well enough here though. That'll only want to bill for... Oh, he's awake. How do you feel, old man? All fixed up? Truman says you might be a bit misty coming out of it. What time is it? It's been about 2 hours. And what have you been doing? We watched TV for a while, and then Dr. Truman showed me some of the terms of this bill. It's kind of... well, you want to look over it for yourself, I think. How about that leg? How's your leg feeling? Yeah, that's the important part. Conway shifts his leg a bit in the chair, testing it. This isn't my leg. It seems better, but not worth it. It was the heat. The shingles were cracked in the sun, and one of them slipped out under his feet. This isn't my leg. Not sure. Of course it's your leg. It doesn't feel like it belongs to me anymore. I haven't encountered this reaction before. It's not totally unheard of. I read a paper about something like this last year. It can happen for a lot of reasons. Neurological, psychological, social. I'm sure it won't persist in your case. Your thoughts and feelings are still a little nebulous from the Neuropol TM. That's totally normal. It'll pass. I wouldn't recommend driving, at least for another hour or two regardless. Conway stares remotely at his leg. Let's talk about a few things you should be aware of. Recovery, rehabilitation, side effects. Well, I'm used to a few side effects. There'll be side effects of Nurofen. Most of the operation itself wasn't particularly remarkable. Typically we see daydreaming, deja vu, pensiveness, fuge states, I haven't seen that word before, irregular perception of time. About 15% of patients report a generalized sensation of lateness. Nothing to be alarmed about, just keep it in mind. Best thing you can do is keep it clean and free of debris. What do I clean it with? Only clean your leg with a soft cloth, moistened with water or isopropyl alcohol. You definitely want to avoid abrasive agents like detergents or other solvents. Solvents. So, do you have any questions? Anything about the bill that didn't make sense? I don't mean to rush you, but I've been on a fishing trip. Shannon, tell him about the payment plan in the bill. Ah, yeah. That's one of the atypical clauses. I don't really have any control over the bill. Now that the Consolidated Power Company bought my employer, they handle everything. So it all runs through your electricity bill now. You can pay it back in full on your next billing cycle, or you can get an energy credit payment plan. You'd have to call Consolidated for more detail about that. I don't really understand how it works. Something about generating electricity to send back into the grid? Thanks for your help. It's Ezra. Julian's outside. You can head back to your truck. This game does get more bizarre as we go through. Act 3, Scene 1. The Museum of Dwellings. Super bizarrity, seriously. There's old dog. Let's go see how he's doing. Guess the rain stopped. There'll be earthworms all over this lot. Watch your step. Good old dog. What's up, Shannon? How are the drugs treating you? Streetlights seem a little brighter. Oh, like trails and traces? Something like that. My mum used to go that. She had migraines. My folks had a peculiar relationship with medicine. We almost never had a regular doctor, or health insurance, or anything like that. Our immigration staff was a mess for most of my childhood, so we only qualified for state programs in small patches before something or other would get contested. And we learned to pile on dentist appointments and stuff in those short windows. If a cut got infected or migraines were too much to handle, Mum would talk to so-and-so and knew so-and-so, usually another minor, and end up with some pills. And instead of medical advice, every pill came with gossipy anecdotal warnings and superstitions, like all this lore that came with it. Like magic. Dangerous. Mysterious. Revis folks couldn't help? Yeah, they had a pretty good healthcare through the university for a while there. A couple of times they'd swing something so I could get a bit of whatever Weaver needed. In high school, Weaver got these pills to help her focus. She was so smart, but always going off in different directions, mind racing, like 5 conversations going on in her head at once. And you're lucky if even one of them is with you in the same room, you know? So she had these pills and they seemed to help. I was struggling in school too, failing my history class. She offered to share the pills. Sounds dangerous. Yeah, they seemed pretty harmless at first. I guess that's why I kept going with it. But one day I was sitting in my bed, my notebook was open next to me on top of a textbook, and I was holding a pen in my hand. I remember this moment from several years before. It came up so suddenly with such precision. I couldn't put it out of my mind, and felt I had to stay with it until I recorded the whole thing perfectly. It was just a tiny nothing moment. My mum patching up the side of a birdcage, winding some spare wire on the frame to reinforce it. I was fixated on that image, and that sound. The cage kind of bending and twanging as she worked on it, wrapping and knotting, scraping copper against paint like bowing a rubber violin with a railroad tie. My parents came back from a triple shift and found me still sitting there on the edge of the bed, pen in my hand, delirious with thirst, patching that birdcage with a 1,000-yard stare. Well, it's worth probably just looking around here a little. There's a good deal of this game does have... Jesus. A good deal of this game does have some exploration elements to it. Well, what's happening here? Oh, what the hell? Now we've taken on this character. Interesting. What's this? Another truck. Nothing going on here. Remember that this game before, look at all the water. This game's quite surreal in the way that it plays out. Ah, here we go. Flora. Are those people like your new family? They're actually kind of weird. I know. Too bad it's not raining anymore. You make that boat? I folded out some paper from the front desk. How far do you think it'll go? You should stand here and watch it and wait till it disappears over the horizon, with a far-off look in our eyes. I'll lean my head on your shoulder, and right when it's a tiny speck just before it vanishes, you'll say something romantic. Okay. Well, we better get started. Still going. To wait and see. A whole element of this game is kind of... I think when I originally started to play, I didn't really understand necessarily how it's going to play out, and I don't think I understood the kind of open-ended nature of this game. Obviously it has like this kind of single storyline, but there's actually quite a lot of own choices you can make in regards to questioning and options that it gives you, and places you can visit and the order which you do things in. So it actually plays out really, really interestingly. If nothing happens now when it starts to disappear, it's going to be a mild disappointment. It's about to go. No? Guess we're not doing anything. Let's head back. Wonder if he's still where I left him. Nope. Looks like he's gone back to the truck. It's over here. Oh, it's here. Oh look, now we've taken on him again. Fascinating. So, what's the plan then? Head back to the Zero, I guess. I hope these are the right files. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're what Lula was asking for, but it was kind of a mess in that storage facility. How do we get back there, though? The entrance at the farmhouse was gone. Let's ask at the gas station if he knows another route. Sure, okay. Worth a shot. Off we go, back on the Zero. Ah, the beautifulness of the Zero. As those of you who haven't seen this before, this will be new. I have to somehow remember how the hell I get back to the 0. What is this right here? Oh, this is my like pause and notes and stuff. Damned if I can remember. The truck's engine sputters and dies as Conway guides it carefully off the road next to a fallen tree. Great, that's not what we needed. Act 3, Scene 2. A tree. Nothing to be done. Just won't start up again. Damn, you had this truck long. I bought it used a ways back. I wonder how old it was then. Do you... Wait. Is this why you always leave your truck running? Just superstitious. Right. Any other quirks I should know about? Don't name dogs after loved ones. Huh? This old dog remind you of someone you knew? Is that why you don't give him a name? Anyway. Do you know this area? Anyone around here that could give us a hand? Looks like a road crew's been out here. We should call someone. Do you know a good towing company? I found this card for Mercadet Wreck Recovery on the dash. Mercadet. Alright, I'll give them a call. I hope I can get a signal out here. And we make a call. Shannon speaks into the large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Hi, hello? We've got an old, I want to say diesel, old truck just stored out. Phone. Inaudible, irritable. Sure, it's late for me too. Your card says open 23 hours a day. Inaudible, inquisitive. Yeah, that's why I'm calling, exactly. That's all. Inaudible and obtuse. That's okay. Look, we need to get back on the road here, and I'm sure you're busy too. Inaudible, concerned. Thanks for the offer, but we really just need a tow is all. Inaudible and pragmatic. Right, yeah. Thanks. Okay, it's, where are we? We're out off 65, just kind of pulled up by this tree that fell over. Inaudible, tangential. Okay, well, I don't know any of these people, but that does sound like the right area. You been over here before? Inaudible and assertive. Okay, whatever you need to do. How long do you think you'll be? Radio music. Hello? Curiouser and curiouser. I think they're on their way. Guess we have some time to kill. Pretty grim place to be stuck. I wonder what happened to the tree, I mean. It was just old. You know what used to happen to old trees out in the forest? Wildfire would come through and clear them all out. They made room for the new trees. But then people put houses. We can't have fires going all the time, so we keep putting them out. And now we have all these old trees choking out the saplings, starving the young trees for resources, just clinging on to life until snap. And then some road crew comes by and blasts the stump with dynamite. I think I'll take a look at the radio of yours. Maybe I can get it going again. No point just standing around. Let's speak to Ezra. You bored? Not yet. Okay. To me you look a little bored. Let's play a game. What would you like to play? We can tell the future with this little tree branch. It's pretty easy. We just break off all the little sticks on each section and count through the different things that could happen. Okay, what should we ask? It should be about you. I can't do both the counting out and the questions. How will I travel in the future? Snaps the smaller branches away one at a time, counting possibilities. Motorbike, motorboat, horseback, hearse, old truck, new truck. New truck. These other branches too bare. Don't worry about it too much, it's just a bunch of sticks. That's my old dog. How long do you think we'll be waiting here? Do you get bored late at night? So quiet, I guess you don't mind. I love how the dog's this incidental character. How's it looking? The leads are badly corroded, but I'm making some progress. That's what I like about working on electronics. It gets easier as you go on. For me, it's the opposite. Almost there. See what else is around here. If anything. Oh, somebody's coming. Wow, what the hell? Where are we staying tonight? I'll figure something out. Yeah, I know you will. Maybe it'd be nice to stay outside one of these nights, power down just enough to rest, but keep an eye on the stars. Be there when the birds wake up. Sounds romantic. I'm a real romantic. Lucky me. How far out are we? I don't know, 20 minutes? Damn. Harry's not going to be happy. You know he doesn't like me anyway. I'll tell him about the frog. Ugh, he won't understand. Johnny. More than the silver and gold of this earth. What's that? I don't know. I think I heard it on the radio. Nervous about this set? Yeah, I guess. No, we're good. We know how to play. Then what? Just hang out at the bar, I guess. Oh yeah, Harry will be great company, carping about the late nights and his bottom line. They look like he'd use some help. So, they can call a tow truck. Around here, they're just going to end up with Mercadat. They'll be waiting there all night. I guess it's up some good Samaritan. Okay, we'll help them. You're the best. And hey, maybe if they're not too busy, they can fill some seats at the gig. You know, if no one's there, Harry will try and bilk us on our fee. Maniacs. You okay? Sure, you? Oh, no, I'm fine. Thanks. They were in a hurry. Some folks are always in a hurry. Not you though, huh? You just keep drifting along and don't let anyone rush you. What is that? Is that patience? Something like patience. I guess that's what I like about you, old man. You know how to wait. I don't think I ever will. Here they are, back again. Stay here. Careful, he's wicked with strangers. Ha, you. You didn't have to stop, we got a tow coming. Hear that? Cricket? We didn't have to stop. Oh, why'd we stop? That's a good question. These folks seem to have a certain handle on the situation. So? Really, you didn't have to stop. Sure, something like that. Listen, we've got two questions for you folks. What kind of people do you take us for? I mean, how do you strike you? Ezra. probably from space. I always said you fell from heaven, man. Otherworldly. It's unmistakable. Now here's another question for you. Do you like music? Do you like music? Lisette used to sing in taverns on the weekend. Beautiful stuff. Of course you do. Say they should come to our gig. What an idea. Well, we're just trying to get back on the zero. The zero? Is that a fact? The zero? Hush, Cricket. You folks are in luck. I happen to know just where you're going, and I'm happy to lead you there. You've been down there many a time riding this baby. The Vicious Cycle. That's what we call our bike. We call it the Vicious Cycle. Pretty tough, huh? Only, it's just... See, we have a regular booking tonight, and well, we're running late. Very late. That's what I told them. Now, the old man who runs this venue, Harry Esperanza, is a notorious withholder, and if we don't get a few bodies in the crowd, well, he'll go penny pinching on us. Just a short set. We only have one song prepared. You'll come to the gig, won't you? Of course we will. Of course they will. Can you believe we almost didn't stop? Hungry old man in the sidecar here. But Johnny here saw you folks were in trouble. Well, it's all said and done. We stopped. That's all that matters. Our gig's at an old tavern called the Lower Depths. It's over there by the old Charlie Moran Highway, just east off 65. We usually take a ride off the interstate around the petting zoo. Johnny likes the petting zoo. I do like the petting zoo. Now, let's see about that truck of yours. I feel certain we can get it running. Yeah, he seems to have a leg. He got hurt in that last one. And then it seems to be... They've basically... The doc fixed him up back at the old place. Now he seems to have this robot leg. What's this catching up with this? Oh, this must be the bike. East of 65. That's Equus Oil. That was where we were supposed to be going. But now, instead... What's this? What the hell was that? Petting zoo. Here we are. Said... Oh, look, that's where they're going. Oh, it's going this way. Okay, we'll follow them. Tavern. Act 3. Scene 3. The Lower Depths. Doesn't feel right. Feels dead here. Or like something once died anyway. Oh, we said we'd go see. Kinda late. Are you sure they're open? Sure they're open. This is just one of those places. Let's head on in. Or should we? Give me a minute here. We're not saints, but we kept our appointment. How many people can boast as much? That's lovely, ma'am. Who said it? A poet. Let's just see what's going on over here. Dumpster. The trash bin is filled. Several pairs of working shoes, a few hats, small Ziploc bag with 3 pairs of eyeglasses. That's kind of weird. There's the old road. Guess we'll go in and see what's happening. Seems a pretty small, rundown bar. What's up, Junebug? Ma'am, I hate to say it, but the cupboard is bare. Have some vision, Cricket. We've got 1, 2, 4 patrons. Harry doesn't count. Well, we've done more with less. What kind of music do you play? It's like Suno Cole meets Ike Towner with a woman lead and the keyboards are kind of ambient whisper wave. A little bit more reverb. There's some Dolly Crown in there too, like the early stuff before she joined Sheet Swingers. Better drum programming though. I don't know who those people are. Well, you'll hear it in a minute. Yeah, Conway's leg has been sort of unidentified as yet. Sandwich, eh? Rough brick between two pieces of stale bread sits on the centre of the table, surrounded by a ring of undisturbed dust. Everything's super weird in this game. Some more goggles. Bulky set of black goggles sits on the edge of the table next to an ashtray, newspaper, and a few empty glasses. Huh? What is it? I guess... I don't know. Can I tell you a horrible secret? I never wear eye protection in a shop. It's dangerous, I know, but I'm always looking back and forth from my oscilloscope to whatever I'm working on, and the scope has this peculiar kind of hard-bordered glow that I just... well, I've never found a pair of goggles or glasses that doesn't smear out that glow at best. The lens softens everything, so you can't quite find the edges. That's what the bartender's up to. Harry, I'm all pouring tonight is Hard Times whiskey. Got any coffee going? No coffee. Hard Times whiskey. Say, shut that goddamn door, would you? I can't afford to run the AC all night. Sorry, Harry. Oh, it's you two. Where have you been? Never mind, listen. I can't keep this place open through the small hours of the night just waiting for musicians. Where is everyone? Everybody had to, clear out. Let's get set up, huh? There's nobody here to listen to it. I can't pay for... We brought some people, Harry. A crowd is forming. Yeah, but also... don't you want to hear some music, Harry? That does sound nice, after the day I've had. But Let's just talk to Ezra. Ezra flips eagerly through the jukebox catalogue of songs. What do you think? I don't know how to play this game. Classic. We go over here. Junebug. How's it looking out there? How you all feeling tonight? We get a bit more reverb in the monitors? Harry just adjusts the soundboard behind the bar. How's that? Test test 111 3 50. Lamentation. Sounds good. How's everybody doing? Anybody had a real bad night? How about you, old man? Yeah, real bad. Try not to make it too much worse. This is a song I heard in a tavern many years ago at an open mic night. Me and Johnny were just testing, riding around. You know, you like to drive around, old man? That's my job. Of course you do. So we were riding around and past this gaudy old tavern. I mean, it was a real dive. Busted up facade. Weeds in the parking lot. Taps all dry. Bats in the barroom. And run by this creaky bag of bones. I looked like the only thing keeping awake was the fear of death. So glad to be back here at the lower depths. Hey now. So, we stopped for an early drink. And there's a lady singing right here on the stage, and the song she sang stuck with us, and now it's a regular part of our repertoire. Never got that lady's name, but she seemed like a sweet girl, and she had a voice like Scotch whiskey, and we just hope you do her song justice. So here it is. Too Late to Love You. That was literally awesome. See, this is what's so amazing about this game. We could have driven past that, and that could have not happened at all. Amazing. Well, hope you like it. Kind of sad, isn't it? Kind of. Listen, we appreciate you folks sticking around here for the show. There's nothing more wretched than playing sad songs to an empty room. You just got to get our fee from Harry, and then we'll get you headed to the, 0. Well, Harry, I think that went pretty well. I'd say the crowd was into it. Reverential. Rapt. I guess your usual fee is about right, and we'll let you get back to your business? Well, that's just the... Damn it, I was trying to tell you to. I can't pay. They cleaned me out. I got nothing left but a goddamn IOU from the distillery. An IOU? Yeah, I traded them for some whiskey, and I guess I had some surplus credit, so I got this note to get some more from them later on. Must have been a hell of a trade. I had to. Got to keep this place open somehow, god damn it. What's your language, Harry? Could you pay them with your IOU? Well, very contemporary, very astute. How about it, Harry? Let's push some paper around. Well, it's just, I can collect it on here when they bring some more whiskey up, but for you to cash in, you'd have to go down to, you know, down to the distillery, down to hard times. And you know, you got to take the 0. So, that's what we'll do. How do we get there? You said you knew how to get there. No, I don't believe that's exactly what I said. It is exactly what you said. Are you folks sure you want to head down there? I've never been myself, but I hear people hear things. Rumours. It's where we've got to go. Well, I'll tell you then. But this is it, right? We're square. Harry, you're alright. If only. You got a radio in your car? Yep. Well, here's what you got to do. Take a left out of the parking lot, and then just fiddle around on your dial until you hear something familiar. But, I mean familiar, but strange. You know the feeling? Like I used to hunt with my uncle out in the mountains, and I watch these nature programs. And they're filmed in the mountains, and there's the deer, and I know all the plants and every kind of tree, but something just doesn't look right. It's even stranger for being so close to familiar. Something like that. You'll know it when you hear it. You fix that strange but familiar station on your dial, drive for a bit, and then turn around when the station cuts out. I mean right then. Hope you folks find what you're looking for. Eventually. Always a pleasure, Harry. Is it? Let's get out of here. Onward we swiftly travel. What's this station? Never heard this before. Sounds like horses. Horses running a race. I said now I had some horses years back. Yeah. I've always been a little afraid of them. They're so big and I don't know. You look in their eyes and they're almost human. Like they're human and animal at the same time, since they've been domesticated so long, I guess. Well, that fits familiar but strange for me. Harry said we just drive until it cuts out. So let's drive. Let's head north. There's your petting zoo. Ooh. Spookiness. Things getting weirder. Very weirder. Scary weird. Oh god. We're back in the 0. Can't go any further. Let's take this. Let's roll. The horses. We can turn it off. So we're now in the zero. And some of you from before will remember this. It's the Hall of the Mountain King. I don't want to see what the Hall of the Mountain King is. This looks like it goes round in a circle, but actually the zero is a little weirder than that. And it sort of takes you in places you would not expect. And there we go, we come back around. I guess we're going to visit the Hall of the Mountain King.